comedian. I was about to say the comedian. You are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. I think about my friends who don't have kids a lot and what they're doing with their days and all their free time. I used to be like, fuck, what are you doing with your life after a certain point if you don't have kids? I was never like strongly in favor of that position. Like I wasn't an advocate. My wife's like an advocate. She's like encouraging everyone to have like second kids, first kids, she's encouraging no one to have a third kid. But I can tell you right now, she would not be encouraging anyone for a second or first kid at the moment because it's just been fucking hectic. I'm just trying to get a little block of time, just like fucking 3 hours. That would be nice. I just need to fucking get my shit together. I've got so much shit to do, and fucking yesterday my son had a stomach bug, so he stayed home from school just watching fucking TV and yelling out from the lounge room for me to get him shit. And today he was better, not much better. He was still coughing and shit, still runny nose. He was still sick, but he was fucking going to school. There was no fucking way he was spending another day in the house. So I drop him at school and I come back and my wife's like, do you think she has a temperature, my daughter? And I'm like, no, I didn't even touch her. I'm like, she doesn't have a temperature. There's no fucking way she has a temperature. So I drag her to childcare, drop her off. She was fine. I was speaking to the childcare lady yesterday when I picked her up, and she was telling me one of the kids got COVID, but she was saying it was just one of the kids. They were there for like fucking 10 minutes in the morning, then they went home. And she's like, that will be our first COVID case. We've got through it. We haven't had one COVID case in the whole 2 years. And I'm like, listen, I don't really care about COVID. And she's like, yeah, I don't either. I tell you who's good to speak to if you don't give a fuck about COVID? Kindergarten teachers or childcare fucking teachers. They are hardcore into conspiracies. They love it. So I'm like, I don't really care about COVID. She's like, yeah, neither do I. And she was like, I think they blew it up a little bit bigger than it was. I don't even think it was that bad. And I'm like, I didn't think it was bad from the start. And she was like, neither did I. But I couldn't say it to anyone. I had to stay quiet. You just need to throw a feeler out there and fucking people will tell you what they think. Anyway, what was my fucking point there? It's not like I'm sending my kid into the fucking childcare and infecting all the other kids. The other kid's already infected. There's COVID going on there. I'm just sending her in to help her immune system, like a caring father. So about an hour later, get a call up from the childcare. Your daughter's got a high fever. Come pick her up. And I'm just like, fucking hell. Why? Why me? So I had to fucking rush back. I was out in fucking Blacktown. And a suburb has never been more aptly named than Blacktown. I had to take my dad out there to the fucking mechanic because his mechanic's been ripping him off for the last fucking 30 years. And we found a good one out west. His name's just Chan. No first name. Or maybe it's no last name. His name's just Chan. I respect it. But that's the first time my dad's been to Blacktown. He's lived in Sydney for like 35 years. He's never really left like a 4 square kilometre area of Sydney, ever, in the last 35 years. So going out to Blacktown, that was like going out to the fucking Middle East for him. Anyway, I had to rush back from Blacktown because fucking my daughter's home now. Now I need to look after her all fucking day, which I love doing. I love spending time with my daughter. Not all day though. All day is too much. So she got sent home, which is a dagger. That's a dagger in the stomach. There goes my whole fucking day. And then just as I'm pulling that fucking dagger out, I get the second one, which is when we send kids home from fucking childcare, they have to miss the next day as well. So all tomorrow's fucked too. And then it's just been like this for 3 fucking weeks. Just something fucking every day. And I've just been daydreaming about some of my friends' lives. Just no responsibility. One of my mates sent me a photo today of his 3rd bedroom. He's turned it into a fucking studio for his fucking music. He's like, it's so sick. I've got a standing desk. I'm like, yeah, I'm just trying to carve out enough room to put a desk. But I don't know. None of my mates have kids, except one. The rest of them are just fucking bachelors or free agents just out there in the world just fucking living a life. I don't know how easy it would be to go from living that life to kids as you get older. I don't know how older parents do it. I would not like to be any older than I am now. I can barely do it now. But not only that, it's not just the energy thing. I'm talking about like the mental switch. Let's say you leave it till late in life, like 42, 45, some shit like that. You've lived most of your life just with an abundance of free time. You can just go traveling when you want. There's no logistical fucking complications. You just fucking pick up a bag and go. You can stay out. You can read a book. You can sit down and read a book. You can read a book till 3 a.m. and then just wake up late the next day. Like, that is fucking over for me. That is so done. It's the first time that's really hit me as well. Like, from now, for the next, 16 years, every millisecond of my time is now going to be taken up by something. There's going to be something. And to be honest with you, my wife's picking up a lot more of the slack than I am as well. Are you shocked about that? So just before you decide to have kids, just realize at some point you'll have no time at all to do anything except podcast. And thank God for this. This is like my little haven away from the world. This is my safe space. This is where I can just be me for 8 minutes. That's how long you can be yourself in this world. Just 8 minutes a day. Once you have kids, a family, wife, fucking a career, you get 8 minutes a day. Use it wisely. My 8 minutes are up. Anyway, thank you to the people who are buying tickets to my Melbourne International Comedy Show and my Sydney Comedy Festival show. It's nice to know there's going to be some people at the show. Sydney, you need to pick up a little bit of slack. I know the tickets only went on sale last week, was it? Or this week? I can't remember. But Melbourne's kicking your ass. So if you want to come to the shows, 3 shows in Melbourne, 4 shows in Sydney, go to the Melbourne Comedy Festival website. Go to the Sydney Festival website. I will fucking get those links up on my website, boylecomedy.com, at fucking some point. I said 24 hours, 72 hours ago. Anyway, that will do for tonight, and I'll see you the fuck later.